Mm. Yo, what's going on, peoples? What's happening? All right, we're gonna go here. So yes, I'm back and better than ever. Am I? I don't know. I don't know if I'm better than ever, guys. Oh yeah, what was I working on? I was working on. Oh yeah, I got to work on this. So I was doing "How Much a Dollar Costs" by Kendrick Lamar, and it was and is a beautiful song and was a fun song to. Oh shoot, they brought Jalen Brunson in. Oh, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Jalen Brunson. All right, hang on. That's kind of a big deal. Wait. Save to watch later. I gotta send that to my boys. That's so wild. He's on late night show. That's pretty cool. It's very cool. Very cool. All right. Glasses off. Glasses off. Come on. So it was like. So. I think it's something like that. Something like that. Boom, boom. It's yeah. So, and I don't even know if we want to play this with. I think we want to play it with just one doom doom, boom boom, and then boom boom, boom 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 boom. So kind of like that. That's such a good song. All right, we're gonna work on let's work on creating something on here. All right, let's see. These 73 tiny P sounds so good on here. Oh, we have 73 and 74. So good. Do you produce and mix on the OB4? Good question. How you doing? First and foremost. So I don't mix on the OB4. I guess you can say I produce on there. I do a lot of different things. I mean, look, let me let me show you what I do on the OB4. All right, so I'm not gonna be able to see the chat for a second because I'm gonna connect this to Bluetooth. Hopefully that's not gonna mess that up over there. But let's see. Let's just see this real quick. This is which one? The orange one. Oh, I did not store the orange one on here. Hang on one second. Okay, it's trying to connect. There we go. OB4 orange. So yeah, I do a lot of really dope stuff on the OP4 actually. I'm kind of glad you asked about it because I haven't. Oops, one sec. Oh, because the YouTube is on. I gotta get out of YouTube for a sec over here. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put not copyright type song on, but I'm just going to just kind of just show you some stuff here. Let me see. All right, so I'm bringing this down so y'all can hear it better. And then I really love this piece of equipment so much. That wasn't that was just a little something. But what I really love doing on here is copyright music, stuff that I like listening to. Not that I don't like listening to my own album, but stuff that regular music that is on the radio and stuff, and just remixing it on there is just it's just a crazy amount of fun. I'll tell you that. So it's one of my favorite things to do. I absolutely genuinely am obsessed with that piece of equipment. I'm good, bro. Thanks. Hey, no problem, no problem. And your name is Hyde F, I think. Hyde F. I'm looking to get one. Yeah, if you have any questions with it, definitely. Like you may know. I don't know if you found this through. Actually, let me know if you don't mind. I'm curious to know if these live streams are showing up in in not the story. What do you call it? The YouTube Shorts feed. Because I think that they're supposed to nowadays. Or I don't know if you're someone who's seen other stuff on my page, or if this is your first time seeing me. But yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. But whether you have seen me before or not, I have a lot of content on the OB4 on my channel that I encourage you to check out. I'm a producer too. Let's do something together. Maybe. Not against it. Hit me up through the right channels. What do you see us doing together? Yeah, I've watched a few of your videos. Very cool. That's dope, man. Well, I appreciate the support. Hopefully you enjoyed the videos. You don't know, baby, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. And it don't change. If I had it my way, you would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're the sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, best part. Whoa, best part. Whoa, best part. It's the sunrise and those brown eyes. Yes, you're the one that I desire. When we wake up and then we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're my Tylenol I take when the head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. I love that song so much. Right now, maybe right now, most of very informative. Are you doing this live on the TX6? So I'm not actually right now. I am, and I'm still figuring some things out on this whole setup here. Right now, this is coming out to you on my phone, which is one cable coming out of this keyboard, because this is it can handle USB audio out to the phone. So that's what I usually do with this. But what I've been giving some serious thought to lately is, excuse me, let's see, using my TX6, having it here, sending my iPad, which is right here that you guys can't see, but sending my iPad to the TX6, one of the ports, sending this keyboard to the TX6, one of the ports, sending my OP1 field to the TX6, that's 3, 1, 2, 3, sending my OPZ to another port on there. So having 4 ports being used, and then, oh, actually, no, I said that wrong. Everything I just said going into the TX6 except the OP1. So sending all those into the TX6 and then sending the TX6 into the OP1 field, okay? Into the OP1 field, and the OP1 field out to you guys. That way, you would be able to, if I play some iPad beats or music on here, I can play them, you can hear them. I can also get them recorded right to tape in real time and loop them or do whatever I want to do. Same with the OPZ, same with this. So yeah. Oh, and I don't think I said my microphone. Yeah. So that was maybe one of the most important pieces is use the CM15 mic in that setup, in that rig, and connect that. And so I can have control of my voice. Because right now I can't control what happens to my voice when I switch from this scene that you guys are hearing right now to this scene. My voice probably sounds very different, doesn't it? And so, I mean, I hear it sounding very different. And so I don't like not having control. Clearly I need the audio to be like the same from the mic, from whatever mic I'm using. So I think I'm going to, as a matter of fact, maybe after this live stream, honestly, I think I'm going to set that up. I'm going to have, and the other kind of small nuisance. And Josh, what's going on, man? What's your favorite chord sequence? I'll get to my other point in a second. My favorite chord sequence, man, it might be the one that I play the most, which is, I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. To see those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. So I like that. I also like, yeah, that's it. I think that's, again, I don't like how that, see how the mic volume changes when I just change scenes, but it's like, yeah, that right there. So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing, yes, I am, and he goes by the name. That's such a good song. Oh my God, that's such a good song. So yeah, those are two of my favorites. I just got the KO2. Oh, congratulations! And was thinking the TX6 and OPZ next purchases. TX, okay. I want the OP1 field. Just don't want to spend $2,000 on one piece of equipment right now. I'm in OB4, then OPZ. OB4. Thinking of OB4. So you mean not TX6, OB4 and OPZ. All right, yeah, I got a lot of thoughts, man. I mean, first of all, congrats on the purchase. I'm still waiting to get my hands on the KO2, hopefully soon. And yeah, the OB4 I think is my second favorite. It is my second favorite TE. That's kind of hard to say because I really love the TX6. Yeah, it's got to be my second favorite. I mean, it's the OPZ is my favorite. I'm obsessed with that thing. I love it so much. And when I was talking about the setup here, the reason I kind of hesitate getting everything here set up in that type of way is because a lot of the equipment that I just described is kind of meant to be mobily used, and something about using that small equipment and having it like, wired in a way where it's kind of permanent. It's kind of like here for the foreseeable future. I kind of like push back a little bit on that, because I don't really like. I like having the ability to use it when I'm out and about. But I say all that to say, like, there are some other there are some specific reasons why I would be able to comfortably have those pieces of gear here, so that when I go out and about and work from the cafe or do live streams or whatever, like right now, I again, I'm hesitating kind of saying this, but I'm loving Ableton. Not hesitating saying that I love Ableton, but I am loving Ableton. So I'm able to use, no pun intended, able to use that as like a way to make music and be productive and stuff musically. And I don't necessarily need any of the things that I just described here to use with my MacBook Pro and Ableton. I just need the laptop. I need some headphones, and not these, but the ones that I bring with me. And then probably like, I need a MIDI, a MIDI keyboard, which is upstairs right now. Yeah. The Keith McMillan, small joint. I love that. It's really good. So yeah, so I'm going to do just that. I'm going to spend some time, like when I get bored with when I get bored with you guys, I'm going to spend some time kind of setting this up in the way that makes sense. The only other aspects of that setup, and it's not that big of a deal, is that they require, of course, power. So I'll have to monitor them being charged and that type of stuff. Especially, like, most importantly, everything really, but the OP1 field, since that's what's going out to you guys, that needs to like maintain a charge, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna try that out. And then the other thing I was kind of thinking about is, I was really giving some thought to, for what reason is it that using my phone is so much more comfortable to go live versus using a designated camera, which I do have one that's sitting right over there that's not being used. And so I think in that setup I just described, I'm gonna also route a cable so that I can use my camera for these live streams instead of using my phone. And yeah, and try that out and see what it feels like. I obviously need to use my other computer, my Mac Studio over there when I go live. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to try it out for a few weeks and just kind of get into a rhythm and see, what it feels like. You said why you like the OPZ so much. Yeah, great question. Great question. The OPZ, the size of it, I love that it's small, so much smaller than the OP1 field, right? I can just have it in my pocket. I can have headphones so I can listen to my own music, while it's in my pocket. Like I do that quite often. I can give myself my own little music concert solo thing, like at airports and at train stations. I recall just having them on, standing up and just vibing and remixing my own music. Like I love doing that. I think it's just incredibly smart. Like the remixing capabilities and the performance stuff on there is just, the sequencing is just so much fun to use. I'm excited to get my hands on Electron's Syntact soon-ish, so that I can kind of compare the two, because I've heard a lot of people talk about the sequencing on there is a lot of fun as well. So I'm super curious about that. But I want to film a video soon, because I've been giving some thought to just like the challenge, if you will, for content creators and maybe other people who don't make content, who just make music, who don't do videos, like I do, but just like the challenge that comes with getting distracted with the vast number of different devices and ways of making music. And I'm as time is going on, like I'm starting to kind of get a clearer picture on how to cope with all of that and understand how to stay creative and musical without like feeling like you don't know you don't know what you should be doing musically, if you will. So I say all that to say, like right now, okay, I have music created on OPZ. I have music created on the OP1 field. I have music created on, let's say, Koala Sampler and Chord Gadget in terms of the iPad, like my two music apps on the iPad that I use. I have stuff created on here, this thing here, right? My keyboard. This is new, so I'm still learning it, but this is a workstation, so I can create stuff on here. What else? I think the last thing. Oh yeah, then you got things like well, Ableton. The last thing I want to say, right? Ableton. So for me, what I'm starting to kind of do a little bit now is organize my music, understand Ableton. Benjamin, what's going on, bro? How are you, man? And understand Ableton a little bit more, and like allow Ableton to be my central hub for everything. Right. So what do I mean by that? I mean, like if I'm sketching, like what people talk about, they're sketching ideas in the OP1 field. They're sketching ideas wherever, like the two things that I just mentioned here, like I can sketch ideas, I can get ideas started, but like nothing of quality is ever gonna like live solely on the device or DAW, excluding Ableton. Is never going to live there, right? It's going to be one of these things where like everything gets migrated over to Ableton. And again, I'm thinking about this, but I'm just starting to kind of see the bigger picture and understanding, all right, I'm getting more comfortable with Mac OS, how to navigate through file structure. I'm getting more comfortable with how to organize my music in Ableton, how to downgrade and not have, like I was talking about before, multiple iPads and my iPhone and like the same stuff in different places, and is like just kind of like having just a better format, a better way of kind of, I guess, handling stuff. So I'm excited about that, and I definitely want to talk more about it. I'm in a video coming up soon. Hidef said, I heard some people say they like OPZ sequencer over the OP1. I'm sorry about all the questions, but love teenage engineering. Hey, no need to apologize about the questions. That's why I'm live right now. So please do keep them coming. And yeah, I mean, Benjamin's a perfect example. He and I were talking. I mean, it's not even, I think it's not even a question that the sequencers in the OPZ are better, much better than the OP1. There may be some people out there who prefer OP1 sequencers, perhaps, maybe, yeah, I guess, people who do ambient stuff and things like that with like the Tombola. I think the jury's still out, right? There's been several people who I've seen on some of my videos who have said, like one guy was like, he's like, thank you so much for making this video and talking about, how TE's sequencers in the OP1 field are not good, or not good. They're not, I don't even want to say not inspiring. And give me one sec. Let me turn this other camera off real quick. 1 second. Yeah, but they're just not, what's the best way to say it? Just not that fun overall for most people. And someone was really speaking to that, and I was like, that's pretty cool, that's okay that it doesn't speak to everyone the same way. But yeah, I just did a video on this thing. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'll encourage you guys to check the video out. But this thing is really cool. It is something that looks like a kid toy, and it kind of is designed for kids, but it's a lot more. It's called Blip Blocks from Playtime Engineering, not to be mistaken with Teenage Engineering. But my daughter loves it, and that's all that matters. It's like it has filter stuff, it has tempo, it has volume, it has like sequencers, kick drum, like some modulation stuff. So it's like advanced things you can do on here. And yeah, she uses it quite often. So I'm like, I gotta talk about this in a video, which I did. So Benjamin says, yeah, I love all the TE stuff, but I need Ableton. Yeah, there you go. You need Ableton to finish songs. So that's the thing right for me right now. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like basically with Ableton, I'm leaning into like Benjamin. I was doing the thing that you talked about, although I still didn't finish your entire video, but I watched some of it enough to kind of understand. I mean, just the basics between session and arrangement view. Like I'm getting there now. I'm like, okay, I love session view, but now I understand I can duplicate, rows of sessions, right? I can record it to arrangement view with just a click of a button. And now from there, I'm trying to understand how to edit and like slowly getting comfortable with it. And so it's becoming a lot of fun. I'm thinking about like once I have something kind of created in arrangement view that started in session, I can then perhaps, bring my laptop here and just connect the two and just be like, all right, now I'm recording, over top linearly, some piano stuff over the top, improvising, and then Like that's is incredibly fun and exciting to me. So that's something to kind of look for, as well as my voice. Excuse me, like understanding that, okay, for whatever next project that I put out, I want to start incorporating my voice a lot more into my music. I want to start either singing and rapping and making sounds and just letting loose, for lack of a better word, musically, because I have all these thoughts in my head. And so being able to do that and find ways to make it sound and feel good, experimenting with the audio effects and all that stuff, like I'm like, okay, I'm ready for it. So yeah, stay tuned on that. It's definitely some fun things to look forward to. Same with me. Instead of Ableton, I plan to do all my finished projects. Yeah, there you go. On Logic. Tell me about your experience with Logic Pro on iPad. Are you really loving it? And have you used Logic on Mac before and you're kind of moving to, or you've moved to using it on the iPad? I'm kind of curious about that. OPZ has better sequencers, no question. OP1 Field is a 4-track audio recorder. Works better with live playing into it. That's exactly right. And that's why, yeah, when I talk about this like live stream setup here, getting the audio directly in there. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm feeling like inspired to, like in a few minutes perhaps, get started with setting some things up in the studio here in a way that makes more sense. I'm also thinking about my chord tutorials that I'm doing. Like today I dropped one that was just different format than the other ones. It was just, yeah, I might not have time to get downstairs until later this afternoon, and my daughter's with me now, and here's the song I'm working on, so let me just be a little bit more free with it. So I'm excited about that. And then going back to basics, so I got this keyboard here, right? I got a music rest, not magnetic, but a metallic music rest, and my iPad has a magnet case on it thing, right? So I'm able to sit it there, which is pretty cool. But I was just thinking, like, all right, whenever I'm at a computer and I am trying to learn how to play something, or I want to play something, I have to either play off of memory or have a sheet music there, or look on my iPad for the chord, look up the chords or whatever. And it just dawned on me, something I haven't done yet. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to do this. And I'm going to do this today as well. And I'm not sure. So I've been putting these daily chords into my sheet. No one messages me about it, which is okay, because I was making this sheet for me and others, right? It's a sheet with the song title and artist title and the chord progressions, mostly for me, right? So I have a database of all these different chords, and that I haven't figured out like a workflow that's perfect for me with that yet. Sometimes I'm like recording first, and then I have to remember what inversions, and I have to type it in later, and then it's like it's still kind of a little bit of a friction, I guess, there. But the long and short of what I wanted to share is that I'm like, why don't I have a nice, I have these like notebooks from companies that I've kind of partnered with and stuff. And so now here's an idea of some content, and like, kind of leaning into the relationship, with partnering with companies and stuff. But I have this like really nice notebook about this size, and I'm like, oh, and again, I can use that, or I can even maybe use a bigger one, but I'm going to use that smaller one. I like the size of it. But essentially, like, let me write my chords. Let that be a chord book for this year. Let me write them in the book. It doesn't need to be digital. Maybe I don't even use, maybe for the next 30 days, I don't even use the Google Sheet. I'm like, no, I'm putting that to the side for now. Today, I'm going ahead and writing the artist's name and writing the song title and writing these chords in, which feels better. And then I can leave it there on my piano upstairs. And then imagine just being like, oh, I want to just flip to this and just start playing. Obviously, I can't search for stuff. So it's like, all right, but I'm going to try it out. We'll see. Maybe it's like, oh, that was cool for a while. Now I want to go back to the sheet later because I can't search, or whatever the case is. But yeah, just figured I'd share that. Yeah, I've used both Logic on computer and iOS. Still learning Logic on iPad. I heard Loopy Pro was a great option too. Very cool about Loopy. Here's some thoughts on Loopy for me. What I talked about, that setup with the TX6 and the whole thing here. Another way that I could see that, thinking out loud for a sec, but another way I can see that kind of working is using Loopy, like the way that you just described, but I can use Loopy as the looping thing and not my OP1 field. It's going to be an experimental kind of thing, but I think something like Loopy with access to kind of this and my mic would be really special, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little experimenting with that as well. iPad Air is what I'm looking into, but I don't use many apps other than AUM and Koala. Yeah, iPad Air. So that's interesting too. So I'm rocking the mini here, and I mean, I I don't know if when the new iPad Pros get announced, I don't know for a fact that I'm gonna buy one right away. I'll have to see because I'm loving my Mac so much and I'm using it for so much that I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I mean, that might be another partnership kind of thing and see what options are out there because that's the space I'm in right now. So it's dope to have that as an option. But I will say that for this particular reason of having my iPad, the mini is kind of like, I wish I had I had a 12.9 inch. So if I had a 12.9 inch like display here, that would be incredible to be able to monitor what we're chatting about and stuff. Cause like I have to, you see me, I'm looking, I have to like zoom in. I'm like, damn, it's so small, like the text and stuff, right? So the iPad Air is definitely, I've heard, a good option. Yeah, kind of just depends on so many different factors. I only use Ableton in arrangement mode. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah, only use Ableton in arrangement mode. I started checking out the beta. Can't talk about it too much, but yeah, beta tester for 12. I think everyone knows 12 is coming soon. They have the video and stuff for it. But you say you love the way it works with audio. Yeah, still learning, understanding that space a little bit. But I understand that the audio with Ableton, like you have so much control over stuff. So I'm definitely excited about that as well. I have AUM and want to use it more, but I'm having a hard time. I made a super simple video to explain how to use it. Gonna check it out. AUM is a mixer. So you guys going back and forth. That's cool. You can build. Personally, love my MacBook more than more than your iPad. I think you mean, but the iPad is cool for using some. Yeah, for sure. I need Air because it's basically the same size as the iPad Pro 11. Yep. So you can use AUM with the TX6 as well. I'm a beta test variables. Oh, cool. You can talk about the beta. Oh, cool. Everyone is okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people doing it, but I just read the email today that came out from months ago or whenever it was that I got it, and I'm finally getting around to checking it out. But yeah, I'm so about that. The one video someone said that they didn't like the new tags with the sounds, but that was an area that I disliked greatly. How to I didn't like the whole sound and instrument thing. I don't like, which one do I pick, sound or instrument? Like, okay, instrument it was always confusing for me, like, honestly. And so now having tags mean like, oh, I want some choir sound, but I want a dark one or this or melodic or whatever, like that is kind of cool. I like that so far. So yeah. So this part of this song that I'm working on now, let me see here. So it's like left hand, I struggled with this, but I'm kind of getting there now. Let me see. All right, so first of all, mellow Hamburg versus just Hamburg Grand. Right? So boom, 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 boom. And this right hand is dun, dun. So tricky. So it's like, it's tricky. Even when I'm like not full, I have to be like fully locked in for that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. All All right, I think I'm gonna bounce now, guys. Let me read the rest of these messages. I like the filters, but I still prefer the previous way. You could use CX6 with AUM. Facts. All right, yeah, I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna go get these things set up in here, and yeah, and also I don't know. I might even check out this. I don't know. I have this mic that I haven't been using either. Again, it's portable, so it's kind of like, why do I want a portable one being permanent, you know? But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I think I'm gonna keep this over there and maybe use my mic stand over here and like bring it right all the way out. And yeah, just kind of spend a little time in the studio, kind of getting things wired up properly. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys soon. Like and subscribe to the video. You already know. Appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, High Def 84. Appreciate you, Benjamin. Appreciate you as well. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. I hope you all have an awesome rest of your day. I'm looking forward to some like nicer weather out here soonish, you know, close to mid-February, or yeah, closest to mid-February. That's like a time of year that's really exciting. Sun's on the way. Sun will be here in about 2 months, a little less than 2 months. So very excited for his arrival. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all soon. Peace. What was that? What was the point of that? There was no point to do that just now. Or was there? Peace.